Hi guys, my name is Katie and welcome to my YouTube channel. Please like, comment, share, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Thank you. So I was talking to a friend of mine about our school days, and you know, the way you remember how good and bad the school days were. And I actually thought about something, and a few of the reasons that I really hated school, and I was wishing that I would just be done with education, you know, mostly high school and some parts of primary school. And this video is actually about things teachers said to me and maybe other students that made me dislike school at all. And for me, it actually, for those of you who don't know, I really wanted to become a teacher. I used to think at some point in my life nitakuwa mwalimu, and I tried. Trust me, I did try. But by the time I was done with high school, let me tell you, sikuwa najisikia kukuwa mwalimu, because I felt like some teachers are very mean, most teachers honestly. And if you're a teacher watching this, please try and make a difference. Tusiwachukie sisi wote, and we don't want to have our kids and those behind us to have bad experiences about school. So one thing that a teacher actually said to me that really broke my heart to bits. So I was in Form 4 and this teacher told me, Kefoy, please make your mother a grandmother at the right age. And I was like, excuse me? First of all, I was in Form 4. I was a virgin. In our age, tulikuwa tunaogopa mimba, tulikuwa tunaogopa boys, tulikuwa tunaogopa hata kuonekana na chali umesimama, tulikuwa tunaogopa kuguzwa. And then you're here telling me, Kefoy, please make your mother a grandmother at the right age. Who said I want to even make her a grandmother? Sorry to say. There are things you never say to people. And then she said it so loud that teachers had, students had, and ooh, I went crazy. I won't say what I said to her after that, but I went crazy. And that was very mean. That was very mean. Secondly, the other thing a teacher ever said to me, tulikuwa tunachagua zile, like, you know, university selections and what. So I said, I can't see the course I want to study in those, like I had done my research and I knew kama nataka kusome ile kitu nataka kusomea naweza some in two schools in Kenya. That one was the Multimedia University. The other one was not even in like university collection, nini ile compile your list ya universities. It's a college, Kenya Institute of Mass Communication. Anyway, I ended up there. So, and when I said I want to go to multimedia, this teacher told me, can your parents afford? That school is very expensive. Hold on a minute. This is the thing. Before we even got to the story about whether my parents can afford or not, I had said I want to join theater after high school. I really wanted to join theater, you know, like the way you have big dreams and you want to go out there and explore all of them before I settle on one thing. So before he could actually tell me that, he started by telling me, before you're sure you want to go to theater, you know, your pretty face, those guys will munch you, you know, you have to give your body for you to join the theater. And I'm like, you can't make it to the theater. He told me you can't do theater, so I don't know how you're gonna do it, but unajua kuingia theater lazima ugawe. How shameless. You know, right now that I think about it from an adult point of view, that was very reckless of a teacher to actually tell a student that manze sijawahi feel that offended. I felt so bad na nikavow, you know what? I'm gonna join the theater. Even if it says, but I didn't even think about money or anything. I just wanted to join the theater so I could prove him wrong, you know. And that was so bad. Why would you even tell that to a student? And then after kuniambia hivyo ananiambia, you know, multimedia is very expensive. Can your parents afford? And then you see where he had so much attitude in his words. I was like, I didn't say my father is a billionaire, but isn't it good to give it a shot? Who thinks about, you know, the fact that amenifunza nimefika almost Form 4, like I'm at Form 4. I believe that God will provide. I mean, we don't hope for bad things. We always hope that life inaendelea in the best way possible. The other thing a teacher ever told me was, you know, you have big dreams. This is how they start. They like come, they're very calm when they're speaking. And the words that come out of their mouth is like venom. It's real venom. Yani ni ushetani tu. This teacher tells me, you know, when you have a pretty face, you need to work more hard to prove to people that your pretty face is not dumb. You know, most pretty faces are stupid. Oh, wow. I have no words for those teachers. By the way, honestly, I have no words for them. So when I came out of school, I always believed that I need to put so extra effort for people to believe that you're smart. You know, you're not even thinking about the pretty face until they mention it, and you want to look at yourself in the mirror like, do I look any different from the others? No. And then it's like a sexist way of doing it. It's so sad that you'd actually compare someone's look to their meant IQ. You know, it's wrong. Jeez. The other thing, and the worst thing a teacher ever told me, and it was a female teacher. I think most of these were male teachers, and this one was from a female teacher. I don't think I've ever even talked about it. Huyu mwalimu, I was in Form 2. Then my boobs zilikuwa zimebulge. You know when you're ovulating, like your boobs bulge. And then I had one. It was like very hot. And then so zile windbreakers, those two sleeveless sweaters. It was like mine was a bit fitting. It was very, very new because we never used to wear them a lot. This teacher tells me, Kefoi, umeshikashikwa matiti mpaka saizi zimekuwa kubwa, na sasa miaka 5 zikiisha sisi zitakuwa zimehang. I've never talked about it. I never told anyone. And I remember that is one of the reasons I dropped that teacher's subjects. And I was very good at it. I just dropped it, by the way. I can't imagine, like mwalimu anaweza angalia mwanafunzi. You know that is body shaming, it's sexist, it's insulting, it's all things bad. So mimi sometimes when I hear that a teacher alichapa mwanafunzi, I'm very biased. Nikisikia mwanafunzi alifukuzwa shule juu aliongea vibaya, sometimes I'm biased. Let me tell you, I think the only thing that saved me from being expelled from school is that my parents taught me self-control and self-esteem, such that these things never really got into my head so bad that as in zini affect sana. They did affect me, but kulikuwa na limitation as like to what extent, yeah? But I've never recovered. Like those are words that never get out of your head. Unaona venye unafanywa kitu shule and you forget. Those are 5 things like teachers said to me in the course of my education, like primary and high school, that I would never forget. I will never forget. And that was so ruthless. That was bad. Gosh. A disclaimer. This is a very good disclaimer. I'm not doing this video to shame anyone. I'm just calling out things I hope will never happen to anyone else. You know? These are things I hope will never happen to anyone else. You know, it inaweza pata mwanafunzi at their lowest and then it hits you so bad. Okay? But to those teachers, I won't say I forgave you, but I hope you grew up. I hope you knew, you learn to what extent what conversations can you have with a student, and what can you tell a child. In this case, please use the word child, because sometimes these things you should try to imagine that they're being told to your child. Ufikirie sasa mtoto wako akiambiwa kitu kama hii, how would you feel? How would you deal with it? How does that child feel right now? So me, I personally, mimi usema, my high school teachers, they're those that were very good to me. Oh my God, they were very good to me, very supportive. And then there are those ones I never want to meet. Sorry, I never want to see them. I never want to see their face. But if this has ever happened to you, comment down there and tell us how you dealt with this. Have you gotten over it? Did it affect you? And has it changed the way you deal with life and the way you handle things? Anyway, apart from my bad experience, I'm enjoying life a day at a time. So thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, like, share and comment. Bye and have a nice time. Mwah.